Jax needs to learn how to read. Hello and good evening, everybody. I'm going to turn this music right down. As much as I'd love to play an entire song and sing and dance and be merry, we have some work to do tonight, don't we? Yes, we do. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'd love to say hello to Everett, Kia ora, sister, Jody, Christy, Christine. Hello. Oh, beautiful lady. Lucy, Janine. So welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody tuning in. I'm so grateful, so super excited because I'm so honored to be here with such incredible human beings. So honored to be in such a potent space. Look, I have been tuning in over the last week and wow, super incredible fellow, light workers, entrepreneurs really stepping into their full power and sharing their gifts. And I honor every single one of us. I say us because we are one and we are many. Who knows that song? And also I just want a big shout out to Sarah for this incredible opportunity to really just for all of us to come together as a community, to come together and learn and grow and evolve and, just really community is everything. Community is amazing. Simone, welcome, dear sister. I'm so glad you're here. So for those of you who know me, hello. And so for those of you that don't and are like, who is this crazy lady on my screen with a bald head right now? My name is Jax. I am AKA the Lovable Rogue, AKA Warrioress, Priestess, crazy Asian lady. I will take that too. I am passionate. I am driven. I am loving. I am vulnerable. I am free. This morning was very frustrated because my children were fighting. At lunchtime, we were all harmonious because we're all swimming together. I just bought these chocolate donut thingies because I do love chocolate. Sometimes I eat chocolate, sometimes I don't. In other words, I'm just like you. In other words, we're the same. Sometimes I'm vegetarian, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm vegan, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I like crystals, sometimes I like bongos. Sometimes I am an adventurer, I am an explorer, I am everything that feels good right now. I am everything that feels good right now. There is not one single label that I will ever label myself as because I cannot. One year I loved rock climbing, another year I liked parkour, another year I liked skateboarding. Who can resonate? Hello, Christy, Denny, Queen. I've got your candles, Denny. Denny has tuned these amazing candles, and I always use my amazing candles every time I do any sort of transmission work because they are tuned for protection, abundance, frequency, and they smell incredible. Thank you, Jenny, for these incredible candles. I honestly live and breathe these candles all day, every day. Naomi, LOL, I love it. You get it, right? Okay, my newest best friend. Yes. I love it. This is amazing. Excellent. Wow, this is great. I love you guys. And I will continue to converse, and I will continue to communicate with you, because you're so important in this transmission. You're such an important piece to this transmission. Without me, without you, I'm not here. Without me, you're not here in this moment. So tonight, we're going to be talking about light language and the transmission of light language. And I'm going to share with you my story on how I stumbled across this ability that I didn't realize I had and never knew that would ever be existing in my life. But before I do get started, I have tagged myself, because I know last week a lot of people like, who is this lady? And last week was my first show, so please forgive me for not actually putting information of myself on the feed, on the heading, and I have now. So you can find me at Jackie Lou V Robinson. I'm very non-abrasive. I'm very truthful. If you want raw, if you want to kick up the butt sometimes when you're feeling you're in your little old patterns of scarcity, I'm there to give you a little kick up the butt. If you've forgotten on how to love yourself or love others, I'll give you a little kick on the butt just by non-abrasive posts. That's what you'll expect on my page. I love giving away free things, but I also love showing and teaching others how they can make conscious, fluent, abundant prosperity in their life. Money is a big part of how and why I get to be who I am today, with this freedom of self. So I teach others how to do that too, especially those of us that are light workers. I am a gun at creating events, taking them national and also worldwide. So if there's any of you that are in our tribe right now that are budding showcases, that budding showcases, meaning if you have a gift that you want to take onto like a stage, or you want to take into an event or create events, that is my jam. So enough about me, more about you. So what can you expect, not just tonight, but in future transmissions, future shows? I am unorthodox. I am wild. Christine, hello from Perth. I don't play by any rules. I'm done with rules. And when I say rules, let me tell you, I'm very law-abiding. I'm very law-abiding. But the rules that I speak of are the rules, the confinements that have us thinking that we need to be one certain way. You get to be spiritual, and you get to love rock music. You get to be a warrior, and you get to be a monk. You get to pray, and you get to chant. Right? There's not one. I'm in such honor of practices, of ancient practices. Don't get me wrong. I honor any lineage, ancestry, any medicinal practices. But you don't have to abide by the one frame. You get to have it all. You get to be it all. And I am the example of that. And I don't play by any rules. So what you get to expect from my show. Hello, Joanna from Melbourne. What do you get to expect from my show is that I'm going to speak truth. I am going to get wild. There's going to be unorthodox. I'm going to bring in ceremonies into our time together. We get an hour every week. I'm going to bring a ceremony in for you to experience at home. For those of you that live rurally and don't get to experience cacao ceremonies, I'm going to bring a cacao ceremony to you. How does that sound? I'm going to bring things to you that you don't necessarily you don't access in your day-to-day. I'm not going to speak warrior and not be a warrior for you. I'm not going to speak embodiment and not embody my truth with you. I'm not going to speak abundance and love and not be the example of all of that right here for you in this hour together. So I'm going to take you through experiences so you can experience and access versions of yourself that are dormant, that you know that are there. I'm going to have you experiencing yourself in ways that you know exist and that you're ready to catapult into this world. How does that sound, everybody? Multi-dimensional expansiveness. Yes, yes, yes. You're awesome, Joanna. You're awesome. Oh, yeah, every week. Pluralistic view towards life and what is sacred. Yes, I am such a I love sacredness. I speak with my daughter about the sacredness of her vessel, of her being, of her love, of my children's sacredness. I'm all about sacredness, and I'm all about sacred freedom as well. And I'm all about virtue and integrity. So tonight, what we are going to do, with your permission, are following on from last week. Last week, who was here last week? Just put a little hand up. Who was here last week and experienced the abundance fairies? The abundance fairies, who experienced the abundance fairies, the short transmission of that? So when we did that, oh my gosh, so many breakthroughs happen. And that's lights me up more than anything in this world, is that you have breakthroughs. So if you experienced the fairies tonight, last week I did promise, and I did ask you, what is it, something that I could bring to you that you may need right now? And a lot of you did share that right now healing would be amazing. And I did share with you that I will be channeling in my Pleiadian counterpart, Kaya. She's an interdimensional a frequency that flows through me, and I will be channeling Kaya. And Kaya, her message and her frequency is healing for us. And when I say healing, not necessarily a healing from an external, her frequency actually penetrates you, me, our collective selves, and actually ignites our own ability to process, transmute, and heal ourselves. How does that sound? Making sure everybody's catching up. Excellent. Was present. Beautiful. So this is what we're going to do tonight. But before I actually do that, I do want to share with you the story that, like, how am I able to do this? One thing that I know for certain, not only am I able to do this, I am certain that you're able to do this too. Not to say this is something that can be forced. We cannot force ourselves to open our channel and do light language. There is a series of ways of living. I'm not even going to say a series of steps, because there's this thing about this. We think that we just have to take the steps, and then the steps will get us to, especially with this energetic work, but it's actually a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of believing. And so for me, over the last few years, after starting to explore, as some of you know, starting to explore the spiritual thing, because I was very unspiritual 4 years ago, 5 years ago, very unspiritual. You would never catch me meditating. You would never catch me reading spiritual books. And there was a turn of events in my life that forced me to dive into my spirituality, because I was in deep depression, deep suffering. I lost every material wealth that I ever had. I lost my father, my best friend. A lot of you know this story, so I won't dive too deep into it. But what I do want to share with you is the story on how I started to channel light language. What is light language? Now, I didn't know what light language was. Who knows what light language is? I did not know what light language was a couple of months ago. In fact, I actually witnessed others, friends of mine, doing light language, and I just thought it was weird. I thought it was strange. I was just like, what are they doing? Like, I knew they were speaking another language. I didn't know what that was. Now, number one, I don't know any other languages except for Australian and English. I'm sure you'll find that funny, Aussies. And so my mother, as you can see, that I am of Asian ethnicity. Very beautiful Asian ethnicity. And she speaks Tagalog, which is a Filipino dialect of Filipino. I don't know it. I know maybe 1, 2, 3 words. I don't know it. So just so you know, when the light language dropped in, I was like, what's going on with me? I thought it was just weird. And so what I've discovered since building I should say connecting deeper with my relationship with the light language, what I've discovered what light language is a language that is let's just say translators of the Akashic records. There are a trillion different light languages. They're frequency light languages, and language of the soul. So particularly, I know people of now, after actually discovering it myself, I have actually started learning a little bit more about it, and really being, I guess, just opening a channel for others to really dive into their light language. Those who also thought like me were like, I would never be able to do that, are in fact actually doing it because of the work they're doing with me, or things like that. So it's pretty extraordinary. But what happens particularly with me, and I can only really share the truth that happens for me because it's my truth, and I can't make this stuff up. Forced or you chose. It was a so what happened, let me just share with you the story. I was driving in my car a couple of months ago. It was only a few months ago. And the thing is, I never ever considered myself to be able to do light language or channel or receive information. I have always considered myself as very intuitive, and I've always considered myself hungry for more. So I've explored various modalities: breath work, plant medicines, meditation, ecstatic dance. I will explore anything because for some reason I feel so called to deepen my connection. And the thing is, there is no end to the deepening of connection, right? So I just keep going on this trail and following the breadcrumbs of, oh, what if someone says there's a ceremony next weekend and my body says yes, I will go to that ceremony with no necessary attachment to any outcome, but just knowing that it's going to deepen whatever I need in the moment. So I was the opposite. I was born spiritual and feared, so ran from. Yes, I've heard that too, Angel, as well. So I was driving in my car when mine first came through. What is with the cars? So I was driving, and it just dropped in. And I mean, it just dropped in. I was driving. I was safe. It wasn't like my whole vision changed or anything like that. And it wasn't like I was under any sort of influence. It was actually collaborating with me at the time. It was like I was able to still function and still be and still drive safely. And this kind of just started to happen. I started to, my mouth, I started like doing this thing with my mouth, and this language came through. A presence of four was with me, in fact, at the time. 2 of the interdimensional realms and 2 of the ancient earth realms. How do I know that? Because it's kind of like I saw it in my imagination. It's like when I say to you right now, imagine a blue birthday cake. And you can imagine a blue birthday cake right now and still watch me. It was kind of like that. It was just like there, but I don't know how. So I started to actually, it just happened. I've actually got the first transmission recorded because I was so freaked out. I pressed record on my phone and I was just like, what is going on? My partner afterwards had known something strange had happened because I was like really like shaking. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was going crazy. And it was after that I started to explore it even more. Because once you open that channel, you really can't close it. If you try and close it, you close yourself from life, right? You close yourself from life. So I just kept it open and I kept trialing and error. Like I just kept trialing it and building my relationship with the language. And so since then, I've actually have clear communication and clear frequency that flows through me from, number 1, the fairies who you met last week. Number 2, my Pleiadian counterpart, Kaya. Her name is Kaya. Again, I asked for her name and it came through as Kaya. Would I choose Kaya? Probably not. I'd probably try and choose something more magentic, or magentic, is that a word? Or magnificent or majestic. That's what I'm thinking. My human would have wanted something more majestic, but it's Kaya and I accept Kaya. And Kaya is beautiful. And there is another who we call Mr. Miyagi. He's like this old Asian wise ninja man. And yeah, that's another story in itself. I channel a few. So tonight you're going to meet Kaya. And so first, before we get started, may I have your permission? May I have your permission to guide you through a healing experience And I would love if you all would share with me a yes, a no. If I don't have your permission, please, this transmission is not for you. Just saying. And so if you could type a little yes on there so I can see, so I get your permission to actually, yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. And also I would also love, I'm asking you as well to hold space for me, because in this moment, and energetically holding space for me is just sending love to me as well, because this is such a new thing to me. It's only been a few months, but I've dove right deep. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And may I have your permission to channel light language, to gift you the frequency that flows through of Kaya. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. This is awesome. So before we do get started, and we are going to dive into this because we do have maybe just a little over half an hour now. And so number one, I do ask you to have headphones if possible. If you don't right now and you can't get them, this is okay. You get to do the transmission as a replay later if you wish. You're able to fast forward this live to this transmission, take note of the time. And also, I'm going to actually just guide you through before we actually get started what to kind of expect. And that way there's more fluency in this as well. So I have been toying with the idea of because I believe in breath, and I believe breath really can help release or enhance. And so I do like to include breathing as a technique of breathing in these kinds of transmissions, especially the transmissions where I do have Kaya come in, or any of the interdimensional cousins come in. So I will be asking, there will be a stage tonight in the transmission where I ask you to do the flutter breath again. We did that last week. The flutter breath is a breathing style that you breathe through your nose, and you're breathing 4 breaths per second. So it looks really, really fast. So you're like this. Okay, so it gets to a point where it gets really uncomfortable, and it's perfect. When it gets uncomfortable, that means you're doing it right. Okay, so there will be a time where I ask you to do the flutter breath. So right now in your seat where you're sitting, please just give it a go. Give the flutter breath a go, and I will be counting you down to the flutter breath. So I will be saying 3, 2, 1, flutter breath. But please, all you need to do is listen to my voice throughout the transmission. That is it. I will guide you, but just so you know what that is. Now, before we do get cracking, what I do ask of you, and this was something that dropped in earlier through when I was just tuning into what this would look like and feel like for you guys, is please share if you are willing, and you are willing to really cause that vibrational momentum for the release of what you're wanting to release or heal. Please share in the comments a word that describes or resonates with the frequency you're feeling right now in terms of what you're willing to release. So if it's usually pain in some sort of way, or a blockage, if you could share in the comments so I can see what kind of frequency that we're really what we're really playing with right now. I don't want to just blah you a transmission. I really want to connect with you right now and connect with what you need. So I'm just going to wait for that. If there's anyone, and look, you don't have to do this. If you wish, you can write it on a piece of paper if you don't want it to be public, because just know this is a public forum. I have cacao. I always have cacao. So stay tuned. We will be doing a cacao ceremony in a couple of weeks together. So I just want to see right now, and please hold space for each other while we're all typing and sharing. Left shoulder pain. We've got left shoulder pain by Janelle. Awesome. Tightness in lower back. Back pain. Release from nervousness about being seen. Oh, I love you, Luce. Denny, pain in my right foot. Fear. Such a real thing. Thanks, Jessie. Anger and stress. Sadness. Past life have, okay, I'm living again, fear. And just keep them coming, guys, because I get to see this. And what this is doing for me, it's actually me seeing this is a communication also to my guides and to my to Kaya as well, who will be joining us. So let me see. I want to make sure that I don't miss out on anything. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to make sure we leave a little bit of room. Whoo, this is going to be fun. Any heads up about this? Let me think. Just honestly, it's just really about surrendering and knowing that the frequency, it's the frequency that you're receiving that is coded. It's the frequency that contains the codes that you desire, that you needing right now. So each and every one of you, with whatever pain that is existing for you right now, we're going to really zone in that area. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up. We're going to bring up the pain. And we're going to surface the pain to transmute it. Because what we've been doing is we've been separating ourselves from the pain. We've been running away from the pain. We've been trying to suppress the pain because that's what we do. We think it's pain, so we try and do the opposite. But what we're going to actually do in our divine form is bring it up, bring it forward, surface, and then what we're going to do is we're going to transmute it. So the frequency when Kaya does come to the surface and when she's here with us, we're going to then, the frequency of Kaya will be the transmuting, and you will feel it and you'll allow yourself to feel it. You've given permission now for yourself. Now give yourself permission before we get started to release any pain. Okay, so, and also on top of this, you may, actually, I'll share with that later after you've experienced it first. So we're going to start the transmission, and I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And I just want you to start getting present with your body and just allow yourself to relax where you are. And all you need to do is listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to be present in however you're sitting, however you're laying. It's all perfect. It's going to give you a moment here in the silence, in the presence of yourself, to allow yourself just to ease in to the relaxation. Really tune into your breath and not needing to change your breath, just tuning into it and just witnessing. And now in this moment, I want you to bring your attention to your heart space. From your mind, allowing any of the busyness in your mind just to wash away while you bring your attention to your heart space. Your attention to your heartbeat, the effortlessness, the rhythm. Allow you to settle into the rhythm of your heart. Now with your mind's eye, I want you to imagine that a draping of relaxation is forming at the top of your crown, and we're going to relax you a little bit more to where you are, and I'm just going to drape the relaxation over you, and as it drapes over you, just imagine yourself sinking deeper and deeper to where you are, allowing yourself to go into your body, imagining the relaxation moving over your forehead, over the back of your head, draping you like a soft, gentle, silky blanket, light, but relaxing over your nose, over your mouth, relaxing your jaw, over your chin, over your neck, over your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders just that little bit more, over your arms, down your torso,
your elbows, just draping over your body, down your hands, down to your fingertips, over your torso, down your hips, over your thighs, over your knees, over your calves, down your ankles, and now allowing you to relax deeper into relaxation and draping over your feet. And in this moment, I call on Archangel Michael for his protection over you. And as we call in together the presence here to guide us, to protect us, to support us, I want you to allow yourself to imagine that your very own guides, your very own protectors are surrounding you in this moment as we call in any of our other angels, archangels that you resonate with, that are guiding you. Allow them into your space. Allow your spirit guides in to be present for this transmission. And allowing the protectors of the north, the south, the east, the west to come in. Any of the ancestors that you resonate with, allow them to come through. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. And now we call in any of your interdimensional light beings that you resonate with from the stellar realms, the solar realms, the lunar realms. Thank you. Allow them to come through, protect you, guide you, support you in this moment. The Arcturian Council, we call you in for your presence in this transmission. And Lumerian ancestors, thank you, thank you, thank you. And any of your cosmic counterparts that you trust and know and resonate with, allow them into this space. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. And we will bring down the Pleiadians, our Pleiadian cousins. Kaya, thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We're so grateful. Thank you. And now in your relaxation, just allow yourself to settle in. And with your mind's eye, I want you to imagine now that you're walking into a cave. You're walking into a cave, and this cave is of crystalline blue. You feel safe. And I want you to imagine that you look around and all of your guides are with you. Any loved ones past, any spirits present, allow them to be in this cave with you, protecting you, guiding you, supporting you. I want you to imagine that you go into the cave, and in the middle of the cave there is a book, and it's open. It's on a stand, and there is a pen present. I want you to walk up to that book, and I want you to imagine with your mind's eye that you pick up that pen, and what I'm going to ask you to write is the declaration: I wish to release my pain of, and then after that, share on that page what it is you wish to release. If you're unable to imagine and visualize the writing of this, I want you to imagine yourself saying it. So saying it in your mind. If you're an auditory receiver, say it in your mind so you can hear it yourself. And if you are a sentient feeler and you feel it in your body, please allow yourself to feel the emotion of which you wish to to transmute. So if it is the pain in your shoulder, in your foot, allow your attention to go to this place and allow yourself to feel it even more. And any heaviness, any fear, any depression, allow yourself to bring that to the surface and feel it even more. And now I call upon Kaya to join us in this transmission. Dear one, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Allow me to take your pain. Allow me to take your pain. Allow the transmission from my frequency, from my voice. Allow it to take your pain. Allow yourself to imagine as you hear the song of healing. Allow it to transmute into the air, into the atmosphere. Allow. this moment, before we complete this transmission with Kaya, in this moment, I want you to envision and picture a color associated with the pain that you are releasing, resonating in a part of your body where you're feeling the pain right now. I want you to picture that color. It can be any color. Allow yourself, allow your guides to show you, allow your trust to show you. And then when I count back from 3, we're going to do the flutter breath. And what you're going to imagine is when you are doing the flutter breath, that any remnants of what you're releasing is actually disconnecting from your physical body, disconnecting from it. Now 3, 2, 1, start the flutter breath. That's it. Keep going and keep going and keep going. And now just keep going and imagining that with every breath, the remnants of what you're ready to release is releasing from your body. Keep going, keep breathing. Keep breathing. This is all part of the healing. We're ready to release it. And if it's starting to feel uncomfortable, that's perfect. You're on the right track. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And when I count back from 3, you're going to take a deep inhale. Once I count back from 3, keep breathing. And then you're going to hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Take a deep breath and hold it. And now I want you to imagine that this color is moving up your body. It is being moved up your body. And it's moving all the way up. And I want you to imagine that it's moving all the way up to the base of your neck, up to your crown. You're going to keep holding your breath right now. Keep holding your breath. And when you release, you're going to release with a sound. Keep holding your breath. Three, 2, 1, release it. We're going to do that again one more time. We're going to do this again one more time. We are going to rid of the rest of anything that is remnant, that is there. We're going to release it. When I count back from 3, we're going to do it all over again. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. That's it. Keep breathing. And remember, releasing, it's disconnecting anything that is stuck in your cells, anything that's been holding on, you're going to release it. It's going to go. It's going to be released into the atmosphere. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Imagine now that it's moving up. It's moving up with your breath right now. It's moving up to the base of your neck while you're breathing. Anything that's stuck, everything that's left over, you're going to keep breathing, and it's moving up to the base of your crown. Keep breathing. It's uncomfortable. Keep going. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. And when I count back from 3 again, you're going to take a deep inhale, and then you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it so tight. We're going to push this energy out, the energy of unwanted pain and blockages. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. And hold it. Hold your breath. Keep holding it. And when I count back from 3, you're going to release it from your crown into the atmosphere. 3, 2, 1, release. And son diasia. Yeah. Allow yourself to relax into your body. Allow yourself to just recalibrate, recenter. Allow yourself just to relax. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the presents. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Council. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, cousins. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Now, with your mind's eye, as you say thank you to the presents that are with you right now, that have been guiding you through this transmission, supporting you through this transmission. I want you to say in your mind's eye, I give myself permission to transmute. I give myself permission to heal. I give myself permission to be free. Put your hand on your heart, feel your heartbeat, and say thank you to your heart. And whenever you're ready, there's no rush at all. Allow yourself to come back into the space. Allow yourself to come back into your body. Allow yourself to come back to this transmission, to the screen. Allow yourself to come back and share with me how you're feeling. And it's super important right now to stay on the live as I give you guidance for the integration after this. Please share with me how you're feeling right now. And that was a really potent transmission. Wow. Far out. That felt good. That felt so good. I don't know why I'm still. Whew. So important to know now that you must continue with the permission. Susan, holy fuck, amazing. Deep gratitude. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Kaya. Thank you to you. Please give yourself permission to release. Please give yourself permission to be healed, and know and trust that that is your center point. Healed and free of pain is your center point. And allow your guides to visit you in your dreams. Allow your dreams to share with me to share with you your next step. Drink filtered water only. Or most of you that know me know how passionate I am about filtered water. I feel amazing. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Empowered. Amazing. I love you all so much. Excellent. That was so powerful. Thank you. See lots of orange butterflies. Incredible, Ruth. A bit lightheaded. That was great. Thank you. Can I adopt you? Can you adopt me? That's hilarious. I love it. So really important, guys, to really treat yourself so well. Can you see me? I'm like really dark right now. The sunlight is gone. And so really treat yourself, your body really well now, especially if you have been healing, if you've released a physical pain as well. This is a really great time to treat your physical frame with love, with grace. Thank you, everybody. Lighter, freer, safe. Kia ora. Thank you, Priscilla. Amazing. Glenn, I love you. Thank you so much. Please cry. Please release. That is perfect. If you need to cry, if you need to release emotionally, that's perfect too. Now, I have a free giveaway that I'd love to gift you all. Those that are watching this transmission live, and if you're watching the replay, it's for you too. So this is what you're going to get. Let me share with you what you're going to get. What you're going to get is a free ebook on how to attune yourself to the frequency of money
and Abundance, an ebook that I wrote a couple of years ago. Actually, I wrote the original a few years ago, and I have only just upgraded and have created a 2.0 version, and I'm giving you all a copy. So there's only a few things that I do ask in exchange for this, is that you need to go get it. It's a free book, but you need to go get it. All you need to do is go get it, is actually go over to my business page, my profile, and like it. Please do. I would love that. Just because I'm actually asking you to love my page. And also there's a button on my page that says sign up. So what this is doing is actually, I'm going to email you the book. So you need to actually give me your email address. And the thing is, and I want to keep you updated on my stuff, because there's some really cool stuff that's coming. So don't worry, I'm not going to, honestly, I don't even have the time to spam you with anything, but I do want to be able to let you know if I'm in town, to let you know if my Awaken event is in your area, or let you know when I do have any more free transmissions coming up, or anything like that, or the cacao ceremony. So for those of you that actually want to participate in the cacao ceremony in the coming weeks, I'm going to send you on my email list, is send you information on cacao ingredients, which cacao to source, so you're actually prepared. And for those of you that don't know what a cacao ceremony is, it is incredible. It's for creatives. It's for us spiritual woo-woos who love to open our channels and connect furthermore with Pachamama. And I'm actually going to teach you how to facilitate your very own cacao ceremony with yourself when you're at home. And you can do it with friends as well if you wish. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So if you jump onto my business page and then go to the sign up button, and then just in exchange your email address. Also, feel free to share this particular transmission. I will take notice on who is sharing, because I love giving away some cool stuff. So, we are going to be in Launceston this weekend. For those of you in Launceston that haven't, that want to experience this medicine in person, will be in Launceston. The link is in the post to secure your place. We only have a few spaces left for that. And Sunshine Coast we are coming to the Sunshine Coast, so please, the link is also in this post. I think that's everything. I feel like amazing. Thank you. So go get yourself a copy of that free book. It's called Clear Your Money Funk 2.0. So if you want a copy of Clear Your Money Funk 2.0, head on over to my business page and go get yourself that copy. And otherwise, I will see you next week. Next week, for those who are intrigued and interested about plant medicine, I'm going to be sharing you my own personal stories and my personal experiences. And also I am bringing on to this transmission, onto this show, somebody who actually knows a lot more about it as well, who has spent 6 months in the Amazon sitting with shamans as well. So I am going to be bringing someone on next week for those of you that wish to learn more about plant medicines as well. So, and in 2 weeks time, it'll be the cacao ceremony. So get excited. I'm excited. Hit share. Would love for you to hit share if this was incredible and you have family and friends who too would benefit from tonight's transmission. So thank you, everybody. I love you guys oh so much, and I will see you again this time next week. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.